believe we're doing this on our own, by the way. Like there's no one doing the whole da da da. Anyway, this will be one of the, what are they called?
Hi guys, welcome to the Unpopular Opinion. I'm Kemi.
Prim.
And we're real.
Raw. And we are saying it all. So Claire is not joining us today. It's Fiona and I, and we are shooting our first, these are I think our first episodes for the month, for the year.
Yes.
Yeah, the first episodes for the year, and we are hoping that you guys are going to enjoy them. We cannot wait to hear feedback from you. So first of all, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year 2024. You've made it thus far. So
congratulations to you.
I know.
To us so.
I know. Take it away, sis.
Okay.
What are we talking about today?
So today we are doing a recap. Just like what we've never done one of those.
Yeah.
Just what 2023 looked like for us. That's so many myriad things we went through, the good stuff, the not so good stuff. So we kind of split it up into like specific things.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with gratitude because sometimes like the inclination is to start with, oh my God, I suffered, things were hard, and you may have suffered, but there's so much to be grateful for. Yeah. So let me start with you. What are you grateful for?
I know that people, I feel like when I say this, it's going to be like those things where you're like, bleh, but like good health. Good health, health, just like being in good health. I know that I've been complaining about removing constipation and everything else and gastritis. I'm so grateful that I've been in good health because I feel like if there's anything that changes you, by the way, is having going to hospital and suffering through generally going through medical and something issues, medical issues. That's the one thing that makes you feel like, you wake up one day and you're like, oh my God, I always thought I'll drive my car forever. I always thought that my car is important, that my phone is important, but that so many things are important. And then one day you wake up and realize that the most important thing in life is good health, being alive and good health. Now I understand that statement of echukuru namagara. Yes. Because when you're healthy and you're alive, you can do everything. There's a chance that you'll do each and everything. So I'm really grateful for good health, not just life, but good health. I am constantly grateful. Yeah. Yes.
I love that. I feel like it's something we have to actually wake up and remind ourselves of every day.
Yes.
Because when you take it for granted.
Yes. You always feel like, it's so funny how we make plans. When you're going to bed, we prepared, we have a shoot day today, and there's that thing that you guarantee, you'll make it. Yeah, and yet, you could wake up and you're not walking. You just can't walk. Your eyes could go blind. Anything can happen. Yeah. Anything can happen. So.
I hope you remind yourself.
Being alive and just good health, I am grateful for those things, yes.
I actually feel like there's some good things I want to now, put them in a place I see every day, so that every day I remind myself, because we forget. We're just human, we forget all these good things and we're focused on the bad things. Yeah. Anyway, but that has made me think of a related thing. I'm very, very grateful for meditation, or should I say mental health as a whole, but meditation, because it has... I know generally I lead with a calm energy, so it's easy to think that I don't panic or I don't but I'm anxiety prone. And so meditation has really helped me deal, because there's nothing anxiety has ended and you'll never have it in your life or what, they don't work like that. Yeah. But finding the tools that help you. Yeah. Because my tools may not be Prim's tools, may not be anybody else's tools. But when you find a tool that consistently helps you manage how you feel, regulate your emotions, it's an amazing thing. Meditation has really helped me just calm down. When things there are times of anxiety, and it manifests so differently for different people. I know for me it's I'll wake up and I'll just feel heart palpitations as if, and I think even the way it happens is now different, because before it would happen and it's I didn't know it's coming. Yeah. Now I know. Yeah. Before I go to bed, I can feel that kind of thing. I'm, what's that word? Mindful. Yes. Mindfulness is something that we take for granted. We feel like we know. But then, have you ever been I don't know, it's weird. Like, I've ever been seated, no, actually driving happens when I'm driving. I've ever been driving, then all of a sudden you're like, hey, I'm driving.
Yes,
You know that thing?
yes. And you're like, at what point did I lose my, like,
When did I go off?
When did I go off, yes. Yeah. And then you look around, most times I look around, I'm like, if there were traffic lights here, I think I would have driven through them. I would have just gone through them and something would have happened, yes.
So it's like that even in normal life. There are times when we are...
And you don't even know what you were thinking about when your mind went off.
Thank you. It's like you're on autopilot and you're not mindful, so you're not able to recognize when something bad is coming, like that there's something in you that's building up, maybe it's stress, maybe it's what. So when you see people who seem generally peaceful, it's not because they don't deal with stuff, they've found the tools and they're consistent.
Yeah.
They've made it a part of their lives of like, oh, maybe for you it's what? I don't know, maybe for you it's just 10 minutes in the morning where
they've
you're by
done
yourself.
it over and over again, yeah.
Exactly. I'm very, very grateful for that. It has changed me.
That has reminded me, I think when I went through depression in 2021, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. I just woke up one day and I was supposed to go for night shift and I dressed up and I remember feeling like, I think it's just too hot. Let me sit and then the sun goes down. I remember sitting there until 10 p.m. and I didn't go. The thing about depression is that you don't care about anything, by the way. When you see depressed people, do not even bother with threatening them because there is no amount of threats that they care about that is going to move them. Because for me, I just stopped going to work. I didn't apply for leave. I didn't tell them anything. I just stopped going to work. And they would call me and I would not answer, but I didn't care about losing that job. Like, I was just like, whatever happens, I don't care. Like, I kept thinking, I wish they could get angry and fire me. I wish, you know. So by the time I think I told myself, I remember telling my friend Bernadette, I'm like, I think this could be what they call depression. I am so sad. Like, you'd leave me in the same position, find me in the same exact position, staring up at the ceiling. I'm not even on phone scrolling. So I remember when I finally picked myself up and I called Dr. Lynn Vanin. I talked to her and then she told me to first go and see, after the first session, she told me go and see Dr. Rachel, I think at Winnie at Nakasero Hospital. So when I sat in her office and she asked me what's wrong, and I'm like, I'm just really sad. I'm really, really, really sad. She's like, why? I don't know. But for once I felt like no one judged me or asked me further questions when I said I don't know. I'm just really sad. But she told me one thing. She's like, do you know that you'll never get back here again? And I felt like that's the worst I ever felt in life. And I was so afraid of ever going back there. So I needed insurance or like guarantee that I'll never go back there again. But I was so afraid that I would. And she told me that you will always know when you are getting back there. She's like, you'll never come back. You see how you're in the pits now? That will not be you again. And I said, how sure are you? She's like, because you will always see the signs and you'll do something about it before you get there. I feel like, I think in this moment, everyone is just, the doctors are like, let us just get her through this. She's just trying to console me. She's just trying to, let's get her through this. But indeed, later, now, when you speak of mindfulness, I've realized that you do know when you are heading to that place. You always feel it. And in my case, anxiety manifests as I'll be scared of something I don't even know. Like, I'll just be like, I'm scared. Why am I scared? I don't even know. But it's like I'm preparing for something bad. Something bad is going to happen. Then I'm like, will it be an accident? Will it be, are they going to call? When a phone call comes in, you jump.
You even feel scared that you've forgotten the thing that's supposed to worry you. You're like, I'm supposed to be worried
look for something.
About something.
Yes. You're like, you need to keep looking. Because at least when you find what to worry about, it gives you some sort of sense of control. As an adult, you're like, but then when you can't find it, your mind is all over the place. But it's true when you say that because of mindfulness, there are things that will not happen to you.
They won't throw you.
They won't throw you. You'll always be very prepared. So the thing that I'm grateful for, the second thing I'm grateful for, I think, for me, it's going to be vain, but it's just me, myself. I am grateful for myself. 2023 has been the best year of my life, and I didn't know that. Walking into 2023, I didn't think it would be like the best year of my life. And I kept asking myself, I wonder what happiness felt like before. All the times I said I was happy before, did I mean it? Was it what was my version of happiness then? Because now, I feel like if you told me, point a finger to what has made you happy this year, I wouldn't even know. And I'm like, all the times I probably said, I think it's because I live my life waiting for my happiness was always going to be the things that are going to happen to me next.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
When I would be preparing to get like a new phone, I would be so excited. I'd be waiting, and then when it comes, I'm just like, okay, now what next?
Oh, it was like dependent.
It was dependent on things, yes. On I have to go somewhere. Oh my God, we're going to be so happy on Saturday when we finally do this. We're going to be so happy when I go and see so and so, or so and so's wedding is going to make me happy. Then all these things pass, and the happiness also passes with them.
Yeah.
But now, I don't have anything making me happy. It's just that I have so much joy deep, like
that's the one.
in
joy.
my heart. I have joy.
Like when they say the joy of the Lord.
Yes.
It
yes.
is the one.
Joy
that
unspeakable.
One.
I have joy.
It's not dependent on
yes.
whether or who called me or that the phone came. It's
yes.
not dependent
the
on
things
any of
that I get myself are complementary. They
Yes.
are. Like, it's so funny. I have a friend, Brenda, that each time she would see someone traveling back to Uganda from the US, Brenda would be like, Madam, Uncle so-and-so is coming. Do you want anything? Then I would have like a long list of this and this and that. So I don't know if Brenda has noticed that in like the past couple of months, Brenda would tell me, is there anything you want? And I'm like, no. I'll let you know, but there's nothing.
Yeah.
That even now, like now we are talking, she said to me, she's like, Uncle so a friend to Uncle so-and-so is coming. Do you want anything? Do you know, like people would come, suitcase yange. But now she waited, like, Madam, are you sure there's nothing? She's like, okay. What does Boob want? Can I get you guys shower gels? Can I get you? And I'm like, no. Can you get me anti-scented soap? But even that is just an afterthought because she cannot imagine that someone is coming to Uganda and I'm not busy loading her with bring this, bring that. She cannot imagine. But I don't think she has noticed. And now I'm looking back at all the things I kept trying to get to fill a certain void. Yeah. And because now there's like no void, I am just
content.
Okay. I'm content.
It's contentment.
It's not like I don't need like the things. Would I use like say shower gel that I used to buy, the fancy shower gel? I think I would, but now I'm also okay with white soap.
Like,
No, I'm just like, yeah.
Like it's not pressing.
Yeah, it's not pressing. It's not a thing. I'm just like okay with it.
I love it. I love it. I think I'm very grateful this year for community. I'm not like even in a huge. Anyway, it has levels. There's different things. First of all, just the community of my friends. First of all, it's given me so much joy to see how happy you and DK have been. Prim and DK have legit had like one of the best years.
When I think about DK, then I'm just like,
DK, I feel it's just like there's a cloud that she's sitting on top of.
I know.
Just cooking her things. She's with her saucepans on that cloud. I know. She is just so joyful.
I know.
With you. Even now that I think about it, also Zeri has been in such a happy like
place. Yeah.
I'm like, I love it.
I love it.
It has made me so happy. Like there was a sermon recently that I was listening to, and the preacher was saying how I don't remember what the whole thing was about, but I remember at the end he was saying we need to like have a culture of celebration, celebrating the people around you, because you lose nothing first of all, and it actually adds to you. Yes. So I'm seeing people, I'm like, this is good. Every time I would meet one, they're like, your friend Prim is looking so happy. She's looking good. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I know. She's looking good. She also knows it. Yes, yeah. I'm like, I love it. It's been so nice seeing the people around me just having like peace, love. Like you're enjoying yourselves and you're enjoying life. So I've loved that because it's also poured into me. Yes. Like that joy around you pours into the people around you. Yes. Like it fills my cup. Yes. So I've loved that. I really feel it's given me like energy. And then, I mean, you guys have done the most. Like to think that we did a live show like that, on that scale. Like I don't know if you guys understand that was only our second year. Our second year. Like who are we? Like we had people come in. I'll never forget the mom who came with her daughter. Do you remember her? I remember them. I can't forget. That it was even me. I'm feeling the focus. It was the sweetest. I cannot believe that people showed up and supported us like that. Even the brands who supported us, I'm like, who are we? For you, where did you locate us and say that we are going to pour into you like this? It's so beautiful. Like honestly, this community has been very, very supportive, and I don't know. Yeah. People who are like, you're healing parts of us. Like, thank you for having this conversation on such and such a thing. And there are times that honestly, you wake up, to be very honest with you, there are days that we wake up and feel like, we quit. Today we don't do the shoot. One person is not okay, then we're trying to find logistics, everything. But then you hear one person, because the truth is, I think we do this show for one person. We do this show for one person. We're always just like, our target audience is one person who sees a certain conversation and says that this
topic was, for me, this changed me.
That's it.
Yeah, we're not
It
looking
makes us
at
come back.
so many people. The one person is who keeps us coming.
So that you guys, the community has been really beautiful. Like thinking back, every time I think back to the live show, because I was thinking that day I was sitting with someone and I was thinking about it. And I was telling them, do you understand that we did 2 events? And they were fully attended and they were beautiful. And they were, I'm like the innate goodness of people. Sometimes I get overwhelmed. Sometimes we're so focused on the bad things. Yes, bad people. There are people who will do bad things to you, whatever. But the majority of the time, people are actually quite good.
They are.
They're actually kind and giving and supportive. And if you put out that energy, I think that also we've been able to put out a certain energy that's attracted some really
particular
warm, kind people towards us. So like, congratulations to us.
Yeah. I like that people think this is like a space that is probably safe for them to come and like people who come to our DMs and say, could you ask for me this? Could you go and do this and that for me? Could you? Yeah, I like that we've created a space where you can comfortably come and do things. I think I'm grateful for the mundane things in life. I've become those people. It's so funny who, when I'm going to bed, like I'll sit on my bed. I like that my bed is a low bed. So each time I sit on it, I'm just like, thank you, God, for this bed. I'm so glad I got a bed with button, like I was able to get it. And then, I'll be like, oh, this mattress is such a nice mattress. My back doesn't ache. I'm so grateful for this mattress. Then I just look around and I'm like, I'm so happy that I'm going to bed today, that I have curtains to draw. I'm always like, thank you for the roof over my head. Oh, I'm so grateful I can go to the fridge and get water. Like, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I feel like probably it seems crazy. Like, I would have mocked anyone who told me something like that. I know I would have made so many jokes about it. But I'm so grateful for the mundane things. Like, I'm constantly talking to myself because I'm just always looking around. There are times when it's just such a beautiful day. There's a day I woke up and stood at my balcony. I was like, this is such a good day. Then I'm like, maybe because I don't see properly. I went and I swear I got my specs. Put on my specs. I was like, it's even brighter because now I can even see clearly. And I was like, what is it about today? It's such a good day. Like I stood there with a glass of water and I was just like, it's such a good day. So I'm just really grateful for the mundane things. And I think for me, it's also my mode of prayer. Like I'm just always telling God, thank you so much because I was able to do this today. Like I'm so glad that I got out of bed today. I'm so happy that I'm alive. Can you imagine? I'm alive. Like I'm going to make a phone call and it will go through and I'll hear from my friend. Like I'm so happy. I'm so I think that's how I've gone through. Yeah, I'm grateful for that.
I think those little things actually are the difference between people who have that energy of contentment, that who you feel that sort of joy and peace around. Those are the things I hear them say. They're just like, those are the types of people who be like, oh, the chicken was so amazing. Okay, it was amazing, but the person who's like, this was the best chicken ever.
Yes, and it's true.
Happy.
I've actually become those people who I don't like to eat in a chipapula anymore. You know, like how you buy something. I set tables. Like when I first saw that thing of romanticize your life, I was just like, please, all these trends, Jesus, we are exhausted, right? Then one day, I realized that I don't want to go to the fridge and eat something while standing. First of all, I don't know if it's my brain, but it leaves you a bit hungry. It leaves you wanting more. It's why you keep going back to the fridge. You don't feel settled. But even with then that thing where you serve food and then you sit on the TV, the right movie, the right what, or you come and eat something, munch it while you watch a series. I want to sit down, even if it's popcorn, even if it's tea. I want to set a table. I want to put my tea there. Yes, it's me who is going to drink it and I want to take care of that person. But I've noticed that thing has brought me so much like contentment, even to my stomach. You get, your stomach feels like we now fully had this meal. We had tea and popcorn. And it's just, rather than keep going back and forth snacking. Now you eat this, now you eat another thing and another little thing and another little thing.
I hear you. Okay, let's move on to, as we are recapping 2023, there's also been challenges. I think the first one that comes to mind is my dad was unwell at some point in the year. And it actually just takes me back to gratitude because it was one of those things, first of all, because it was, you know, the things that happen and you're like, hey, so maybe this was supposed to happen for this reason. Like it's a bad thing. But then it happened and then it helped you see something worse because he was not feeling well, like without getting into too many details, but so he went to see, so he was like, oh, let me go abroad to really get a proper checkup. So when he went for the checkup, then they found something else that was more important actually to focus on. Anyway, so down the line he had to have a surgery. And when I tell you, it wasn't a minor surgery, but he was not even in the ICU. He was out of the hospital in like a week. his recovery process was really smooth. He came back and we were just here living like as if all those things didn't happen. And I'm like, because at that time, of course, you're scared.
That's true.
You're telling God, okay, and you might take care of them. What? When they call you, then your calls, but and your heart is shaking.
You're shaking, yeah. You're scared.
But like who? You know when you're saying, who am I? Who am I? Other people, these things have happened.
But the finances are available.
Like
because health insurance in Uganda is really just the people around you.
I just got overwhelmed.
And this is when you go through like a medical issue.
Yeah.
And most times you feel like God has forsaken you because of what you're going through. But the thing I've learned is that he shows up in other small ways. And if you're too careful and you observe very well, you'll notice that he's showing up, that even within this big thing, he's showing up, because that's how he'll bring someone who'll be like, oh, so-and-so is a doctor here. Oh, you mean you were trying to consult here? Let me call them. That's how you go through the line. Or there'll be someone who will come and just be like, okay, for me, I think I'll cover like 1% of the bill. Even just the little friends who are just visiting and taking care of you. And, so you notice that he has brought this, but he has also given you solutions. And also the fact that each treatment you're trying is actually working. That it's progressive. That's why you're talking about, they went to hospital, they consulted, then this was fun, and then the surgery, and he came out. Because there are also times that the surgery will say, this didn't work and we have to go back in. This didn't work and we have to go back in.
Yeah, there were so many little blessings.
Little blessings.
In that time of difficulty, of like, you'd be there like, oh, the same doctors who worked with me the last time are the same guys. Okay, perfect. So those are going to be, they already know like the situation.
Yes, you don't have to, explain it again.
And there were so many good things that came out of what, was actually a difficult thing. But it was challenging, but it was a testimony. It was those things at the end of the day, you're like, wow, thanks God. Yeah.
I think because I've been really full of vibes last year, there were no challenges.
I love it.
There were no challenges. I'm not going to lie. There were no challenges last year. I can't think of one. None comes to my head.
I'm glad to hear it. I hope more of you guys had no challenges. Let us know in the comments.
But
let us know.
Me, none.
I love it. Actually, the next thing is wins. Now I think about it, wins also go back to the gratitude things.
Gratitude,
and I think, because even when I think of wins, I think of our live show and how unbelievable it was. But also I think of the fact that I won my first micro grant. I didn't enter the year with it in my mind. But God is interesting. The opportunity came. You shared it with me, and 2 other people shared it with me. I said, okay. I don't, you know how you can get annoyed with applications. You're like, no, you want me to upload a video. You want me to answer about which questions. And I was like, but then I did it, and then God just kept like, next step, next step, and gave us actually an opportunity to do something that we've talked about for a long time. I'm like, okay, God, thanks for showing off. Like God showed off with that one. So that's been a big win for me this year actually.
That's amazing. I think for me, everything has been a win. I cannot point to anything, I swear.
I love it.
I can't point to anything, but I keep telling myself, if you tell me, if God stands on a mountain and tells me 2024 is even going to be better, that the years will be better, that the years coming forward are going to be better than even 2023, I would like to see that, because I cannot imagine. Man, my 2023 was mind-blowing for me. And so if you tell me everything coming is better, you had it here first. I cannot wait to see it. When the Bible says no eye has seen and no ear has heard. So I cannot wait to be surprised. But I can't point, everything has been a win. 2023 for me has been a win, tremendous win. But it has also taught me about the power of the tongue. The power of the tongue. What people call manifestation. Like I said before, I'd be those people who just say, this is like some stuff, like people being zen or high on something. But it has taught me something funny is, I remember when my workmate, Amina, right? When Amina brought her suitcases and I just told her, tell me that one. And I jokingly kept laughing. I'm like, Kanjigura, you never know, let me manifest a trip. I'll never forget where I said it from, in the parking, and I put it in the back of my car. So it stayed there for a while, banging. Each time I would hit potholes. So I would hear it and laugh. And my friend Vicky was there when I said it. So shortly after that, my friend comes to me and says, oh, my workmates and I are going to Zanzibar and what. And I was like, okay, how much is it? They're like, oh, we have a discount on everything. So I'm like, all right, it's affordable, let me pay. So we go to Zanzibar. And when I came back, I was putting the suitcase like up in the cupboard, and then I was like, let me remove these. First of all, I was leaving the luggage tags because for someone who doesn't travel much, the tags are so exciting. Of anyone who sees this suitcase will know that I travel. I was like, let me leave there. But then somebody was just like, remove these tags so that you make space for new ones. So I just jokingly said, let me remove these tags and make space for new ones. And I think that's like the week that Rwanda Air like reached out to me and said, oh, look, we have this. Can you calm down? Can you what? And it was so surreal. It was so funny.
Yeah.
So when I came back from that, I was just like, keep removing the tags so that you make space. And then after that, I was just like, oh, there's a workshop in Moshi, and then, you can travel and stuff. So I remember laughing, like, if my tongue saying something good comes to pass, how about the times that I've jokingly said something bad or made fun of myself? And so it's like the universe does not differentiate. It doesn't, like for it says, you're saying these things about yourselves. All right, here you go. We are giving them to you. So good or bad, here you go.
Manifestation is not just vibes, you guys.
Yes.
Like I keep telling people, I don't say I'm broke. Actually, I have never said it. I don't say it. It's always felt like something like, am I owning it? So if things are tight, I'm like, okay, stuff is tight. But because the things you say, the things you speak into your life, the things you speak into the lives of others are like there's power there in the, it's like you believe it and it comes to life. It's like you've attracted it and it comes, choop, 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 and then it's within.
And then you see it and you're like, oh, that was going to happen? Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we had as a final thing, growth. I don't know maybe when I think of growth this year, I know I've taken up a lot of opportunities to learn.
Yeah.
So I think I'm really, really growing. No, I know. It's been growing. Like I realize I'm not those people of like formal academic settings. I'm not the person who will do a master's or a PhD. It's not me. But tell me there's a 4-week course on podcast production. Tell me there's over content, just like how I entered this content catalyst, that type of stuff. I really thrive there. Like it's a learning environment I enjoy in, and it's really, really improving me. So I think, for sure, that's a place in which I've grown. I already talked about meditation, but that's also a place that, I've definitely grown. I feel like when I look at my emotional regulation, I've grown.
Yes.
I'm a very different Fiona. Very, very different. Like the people who are experiencing me now, I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for them because I am the best I've ever been, and I'm only going to get better. That's it. Yeah.
I think for me, when you talk about emotional regulation, that would be mine. I think for me, the growth has come in. It's so funny that you probably watched this podcast for 2 years now, and to you, it seems like, Prim is so confident and but Prim is also a people pleaser. Like, believe it or not, she's a people pleaser. Prim is I'm leaving that behind, right? Like I've left like a big part of that behind, and Prim is also like a nice person, and she cared so much about the reputation of people thinking she's nice. But like, is she genuinely nice? Prim has also done things because she wants to keep that whole facade of she's nice, even things she doesn't want to do. Things where she overspends herself so that she continues for people to think she's nice. So until I think this year for me is when I feel like a lot of it leans back to so many other like parts of my life. But I think this year for me, my growth has come to being like, I'm firm. I'm becoming firm. I've become firm. I am leaving people pleasing alone. I can say no. Before when I would say no, I would panic. Before, when people would come and say offend me, and then I would respond, I'd feel like, oh my God, let me be the one that, like say text the high road, let me be the one that doesn't respond like this and that. Then I'll go to my DMs, for example, and unsend what I just sent. But I'm learning one thing. When bad people hurt you, they sleep through the night. While you, a nice person, when you defend yourself or when you take like a firm stand, you start shaking. You fear hurting them. You're like, why did I respond like this? I should have just left this. I should have done that. You start panicking, like, oh, did I do something wrong? Did I whatever? But these people don't think like that. They hurt you and they move on.
That's it.
They do it and they move on. So I think one of the things, for me, my growth has come in. I say no more often. I think people are like very shocked when I react how they like towards with the same energy. When I meet them with the same energy, most of them is just like, oh, we used to be able to bully you and get away with it. How is it that you're now not letting us? Like even like in the workplace, I see someone just get in shock that I am calling them out, or I'm just like, you know what, say it with your chest. Stop going, you know, like I keep telling people, like stop going into like rumors and stop talking about me those days. Come to me. Yeah. Come to me and tell me this and that. Come and say what you're saying. If you like, you're man enough, please come to me and say it. You're woman enough, say it to me. And then let us like sort this out, because one of the things that I don't like to do, first of all, is even like just sit and gossip and stuff. Let's not. Let's just come and address these things. Like, yeah, since you're saying the truth and you're saying it with your chest, so now what? Own it. Own it now. Let us talk about it. Yeah. So I see how it's shocking people, because they were just so used to getting away with it. Like, oh, let us just walk all over her now. Yeah. But I'm not that person anymore. And I'm not insecure anymore. Before, trust me, one of the things about beautiful people is that they are the most insecure people. Period. Beautiful people are insecure. Each time you see a person that is just like beautiful and you can, you know, say and agree in unison, those people are insecure, because they always worry that there will be someone more beautiful in the room. You notice, like when they walk into a room, what they've had going for them for a long time has been their beauty, and then another beautiful person walks in, and it's just, oh my God, I'm no longer the most beautiful person. Like everyone, so now it's divided. Now, they're looking at so and so, they're looking at so and so. I think it's how we've also gone through school. Like even in school, you'll notice that the beautiful girls, either they'll try to be friends so that, you know, to minimize the insecurity. Let me get close to her and see what she's insecure about and stuff. But lately, one of the things I tell myself is, I one day walked in and I had a conversation with a follower about beauty and beauty standards. And I told her that simply because X is beautiful, it doesn't take away from yours. At all. It doesn't reduce yours. At all. The day you understand it, by the way. That day I understood it, Fiona. You become free. It freed me. You're free. It freed me. Yeah. So I know that my brand has been about confidence and everything, but it's so funny that the things we come here and talk about and try to impart in other people are the things we struggle with. Yeah, but now, like, I don't care. Like, let us all just coexist. Like, that's it. Congratulations on your beauty. Congratulations to you too. And yeah, even me, I'm here. I don't feel like I pale in comparison. I don't disappear. Yeah. And then also understanding that the good things that are happening to you, Fiona, don't take away from me. At all. God will not come to me and say, Prim, now we are taking your toy away and giving it to Fiona. No, we cannot get toys from God. He is giving, God is very generous. He's giving to his children left, right, and center. Yeah. So that is really so much growth. Like, you'll be shocked at how much that falls in so many aspects of your life. So it helps you to celebrate other people. So much. It helps you, it takes away envy. It helps you to fight insecurities. I'm not saying that you ever get to a point where you're not insecure at all, but like you said, with mindfulness, you'll always know, why am I insecure about this? Why does this person bring out envy in me? What is it about them that makes me feel so insecure? And so like turning the whatever back on yourself. Yeah, back on yourself. That's the torch back on yourself. Because we're always, if I say this, how will they take it? But it's actually you. Yes, it's in your mind. About that? Are you scared that they'll see you as not smart enough, or not this, or not? It's always us. If we can like get in the habit of just turning the mirror, on yourself, it will change your life. But anyway, there's so much we could talk about for sure, but that's a little bit of what 2023 has looked like for us, at least some of the highlights, I guess, and lowlights. But share with us what your 2023 has been like. If it has been blissful, tell us. Just say it out loud. And say it out loud. Don't feel bad. Say it out loud. It's a beautiful thing, and the people around you who love you will also be excited for you that you've had a blissful year. So let us know in the comments, and we will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn your notification bell on. And we can't also close the episode without giving a big shout out to this beautiful space environment in which we are in. Pius is behind the camera. You guys, Pius has nice Woka skin. Studios. I wish you could see her skin. Woka Studios has to look like this, because your skin can't look like that when you're in a fake place. And you can even see the picture quality today is amazing. She's set up everything. Like, today is the first time we've not had like a team of like videographers. We are in DIY. We are in DIY ourselves with Pius. So if this is a good picture, she did it. We'll leave her link in the bio as well, so that you can check her out. Bye.